Hello, my name is Vladimir Ivan, and I'm Russian. I come from Russia, very beautiful Russia. And the point of this video, there's going to be more other stuff than this, but the point of this video is to explain to me. There is no American trend going around. It is called the water bottle flip. What is this water bottle flip? What do you do? What are motives behind it? Like, do every time you flip bottle, do you get and you land it? Do you get like prize? Do you save like giant panda, or does new tree grow or something? Do you get anything in return except for flipping bottle? If it's just flipping bottle, then it is pointless. Very pointless. But enough about that. I will talk about myself now, because Russians have a lot of self-pride. First, let's start off with my childhood. Childhood in Russia is very hard. Very, very hard. You live in a house, a very small wooden house, very burnable house, and all you get to eat is bread all day. Sometimes you get the radish soup, but nothing else. You get bread, cereal for breakfast. Then you get a loaf of bread for lunch. Then you get the bread sandwich for dinner. And then you get slice of bread for midnight snack. And the hardest part about being a child in Russia growing up is school. School is very bland. It is big stone and a metal building. Big stone building. Looks a bit like a morgue. But it's you walk in and first period is math class. Math class is very fun. Math class was the best. I was the best at math in my class, since there are only like 3 children that ever went to school. But I was the best in math, and I remember they had really fun worded questions. And I remember one very fondly. There was, if bomber takes off from airstrip with 61 gram of nukes, and it comes back with 21 grams of nukes, how many nukes did it drop off? I still don't know the answer to that question. I'm still trying to figure it out, but anyway. Then we had containment time. Containment time was pretty ish, because they strapped us into chairs. There was big gigantic stage, and they strap us into the chairs, and we have to stare at huge metal statue of Hammer and Sickle for 50 minutes. It was pretty bland, now that hindsight 2020. But then there was history class. History class was even blander than containment time. We had a teacher. His name was Mr. Rostov. He was very like, it was like he did not have soul. It was like he was robot. He just had thick Georgian accent. So he just did everything by the book. He punished us. He whipped us if we mispronounced date or name incorrectly. And then we in history class we learned the history of communism. And that's it. So yeah. And then there was lunch. We got a loaf of bread. Then there was movie time. Movie time was fun. Except the movies were not fun. Movies were selling at big, huge screen filled with static all the time. And we just got to sit there and watch that for however long we wanted. And then there was finally, at the end of the day, there was recess. Oh, recess. There was a 10-foot wide pit of sand surrounded by barbed wire. And we got to frolic around in the sand. We covered each other with sand. Oh, so much fun! And then, as you get older and older, you start... Actually, never mind that. The high point of Russian childhood was the military parades. The military parades were very fun. I remember them very fondly. You got to see all the new tanks, you got to see all the new missiles and the nukes and stuff. And if you went into a big city, if you went into Moscow or Stalingrad or something, you would see there were no fashion stores. There were nuke stores. And these nuke stores, they just had big, huge, beautiful nukes in window. And there was one that everybody wanted, that every child wanted. It was called the Mark X. It costed about 1 million bajillion euros, but it had like 5 million billion pound bursting charge, and it could decimate. They said that they said if you dropped one on New York City, it would just vanish before your eyes. And each one of us thought that was very fun. Now we see that it's pretty bad because I'm American now. But and so the hardest part of my life so far has been switching over to American life. It is much different. You Americans. You have the different customs. You have to go to church on the Sundays and the Wednesdays. And you have to have a job. And you do not eat bread. You have a diverse diet. Who does that? That is not how Russians work, okay? We have one stomach. And stomach only consumes bread. You guys eat stuff like the hamburgers and the macaroni and cheese, the French fries. What is a French fry? It is a potato with like a freaking... I don't even know what it is. But I just... And I started to warm to American food. I've developed a different stomach that's meant for digesting all of the other fatty American foods. And then there's my other stomach, which is for digesting bread, of course. And there was, I've just been trying to fit in. And I'm seriously thinking about changing my name from Ivan, Vladimir Ivan, to something generic and American, like Bob. And yeah, that's it. Oh, I remember something. It is not very well known Russian custom, and it is we switched every single holiday to be called Communist Day. New Year's Eve was Communist Day 1, and then Easter was Communist Day 2, and then Leprechaun's Day was Communist Day 3, and then Christmas was Communist Day 4. And then there was very, very, very fun man. His name, he came on Communist Day 4. And he was very fat man. And he had big white beard. And he dressed in red jacket. And his name was Communist Claus. And he wrote huge missile over all the little children's houses, and he dropped all the gifts down the chimneys, and it was so fun. And we would wake up in the morning and we would have gumdrops shaped like bread, and we would have like Wiener schnitzels, and like we might even have some of like some spices like cinnamon. That was I know it's pretty common today, but in Russia it's very very rare. And then there was Communist Day 4, and then there was huge gigantic bunny on, no, not Communist Day 4, Communist Day 2, sorry. There was big huge bunny on Communist Day 2. And he was a big white bunny, and he walked on 2 legs, but he I guess that might sound weird to you Americans because you don't have imaginations, but he was big white bunny, and on his tummy he had big hammer and sickle. Big red hammer and sickle. And his name was Communist Bunny. And he gave... Vladimir, shut up, okay? Just... Vlachnikov. Sorry, Vlachnikov. Your name is just so generic. Vlachnikov. Just stop laughing. Stop laughing. I'm sorry you're American, Vlachnikov. These American people, they are not good at filming at all. At all. That is why we do not have directors in Russia. We just have static screens. That is all we get to watch. There was news, which is static, and there was entertainment, which is static. And then there was the very special channel, which was called Channel 3985, I think. And it was static, but it was in color. And there was the gray specks, but then there was also the green specks, and the purple specks, and the red specks, and it was beautiful. Anyway, back to Communist Bunny. Communist Bunny would give us practically the same thing that Communist Claus would give us. So he would just give us like the spices and Wiener schnitzels. There was one special thing that Communist Bunny gave us. He gave us a loaf of the finest bread, and this was a perfect loaf. And family, when we got it, we would take bread into the living room, and there we had altar, and we put a piece of beautiful bread on altar, and we worshipped it all year. And then at the end of the year, right around when Communist Claus would come, we'll each take a bite from it. It tasted pretty bad since it had been sitting there since April, and it was pretty stale by then, but we all tried to pretend we liked it. Just for Communist Bunny's sake. He would get pretty mad. He would like nuke us if you said his bread was bad. His sweet mother, the Danish made it for us. She had a big huge oven. The Danish. Yes, she was the one all of us liked. All of us. Like, we like Communist Claus and we like Communist Bunny, but the Danish, Communist Bunny's mother was just the best. It's because she made the bread. And also, my view on American politics right now. I have some words for you. 5 words. You are messed up people. 5 words. That's all I'm going to say, okay? About your stupid politics. And then that pretty much brings us to conclusion of a video. So thank you. You're supposed to stop it, Vladimir. Okay, I keep forgetting your name. You're supposed to stop it.